Hello and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. It's been a few weeks since I played. I had to, over the break, I was updating my computer with new parts and I had problems with it. Specifically, one area was the Realtek audio driver, the piece of crap audio driver that are on motherboards these days. It wasn't getting enough sound. It was just sounded really bad, so I had to get another sound card, and it was a lot easier than just replacing the board and getting an RMA and all that other garbage. So anyway, I'm back, and we're doing some more Kerbal Space Program. I went and looked at the previous episode where I basically narrated. I wanted to catch up and see where I was. So there's a couple of them I want to do. We have people up in Space Camp right now. I was thinking about doing this. Observational surveys of the moon near Leyford's Curse. However, when I went to look, I think this is the case. Yeah, when I went to look at the moon, I think Leyford's Curse is actually past the point that I want to land. Actually, it's not yet. This is it right here. And the moon is spinning this direction like this. See, I'll show you. Slowly, it's coming. Now, I could do this one today, but I'm going to wait on this one. This one's going to be kind of tough. So, but we're definitely going to do it because I want to start using the lander. That's why I sent the lander up there. I want to do some landings on the moon. So, definitely going to do it, but we're going to do something else. By the way, these two here, that's a different... I thought these were Kerbals that I left out here, but then I looked at the names. I thought, that doesn't look familiar. Well, they're part of, I found out, they are part of the Investor Tour. So the Investor Tour here, this is interesting. We've got a big opportunity to increase our cash flow. Some investors are looking to build a facility in space and would like a tour of KSC. Unfortunately, due to Linus's clerical error, we have two competing investors waiting for the tour right now. We can't let the investors see each other, although if you looked at the map, they're right close by each other. And there's only time to give one investor the tour, so we'll have to pick which facility we want to build. Now, the two facilities are an orbital casino or an orbital hotel. It says here, the casino is significantly more difficult to build, but has higher payoff. Excuse me. Significantly more difficult. I don't know what that means, but I would like to be able to build something. I'd like to be able to start a project and finish it. So I don't want to say I want to build a casino and then run into something I can't do, because I'm not really a KSP expert. Yeah. So I'm probably going to do the hotel, but I'm not going to do this tour on an episode. It's just, I wish this would stop. I have to go out there, pick them up in a rover, and go to these specific places in order, and that seems pretty boring. I'm going to do that away from an episode. What we're going to do today is this. Scan for a suitable location for a new base. So what I have to do is perform an orbital resource survey of the moon. I think this would be cool because I'm hoping it'll lead to some base construction contracts, and kind of like a series of contracts for the base construction. That's what I'm hoping for. That'd be kind of cool. So let's do that and get started. Okay, so we will start with a probe core. I think the difference between these two, I think the command is the same. Remote pilot assist, hibernation mode. This requires a little bit more electricity. This one says it has much more advanced guidance system, but I don't see where that's the case. Come on, stay put. Stability assist. Prograde retrograde hold, radial normal attitude hold. Okay, maybe that's what it's talking about. Yeah, this just has stability assist. So we're going to use this one. But the thing about this is we have to, this way you have to be careful. This one, I believe, yeah, this has a reaction wheel, which means I can turn it in space. This one, I don't think it does. Come on. No, there's no reaction wheel. So I need a reaction wheel on this thing. Let's go to command and control and find one. That one's 5, 15. It just needs to be something small. I guess that's the smallest I have. Oh, this one's 5. Yeah, we'll just use this one, I guess. We'll put it on top. And then we'll mount this scanner, which is this one, the survey scanner, on top. Like so. And... we're going to need some communication. Here, we're going to need, actually, let's put a service bay here. We're going to need that. Not that big. Yeah, I guess that's the one, isn't it? No, that one's way too big. Hold on. Yeah, that's it. Service bay, and on top of it we will, oh, well, inside we'll put some batteries. A couple of these should do. And we'll need some communication equipment. I think a couple of these will do fine. There we go, right there. And we need some of these panels. 2 of them should be fine. And let me open the doors here. I want to put them on the side. I want to make sure the doors can open, though. That looks good. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, perfect. So, I think that's all I need. Panels, battery, communication device, reaction wheel, survey scanner. I think that is our upper stage. Now, this needs fuel tank and engine. I'm probably going to overdo this. That's too big. That one. This gives us, yeah, 210 fuel plus a poodle terrier, engine. Where's that terrier? Here we go. And this gives us 3,500 delta V. That's probably overkill, but this is our upper stage. This is what's going on the moon right here. That should be good. Now we need a coupler. And then we need a fairing. Where were the fairings again? I think they're under aerodynamics. No. There we go. Payload. I think this one is... I think this one will work right here. How come I can't... So it has to be all the way out like this, I guess. It can't be like this. Alright. Let's make that... There we go. Well, that's going to be a little top heavy, I think. Alright, now do I use... Let's use the larger... I was thinking about using the 1.25 format fuel tanks for this, but I don't have to do that. I can use the, like these. Nah, let's use the bigger ones. How much fuel is in this? 400. I was going to use 3 of those. I need about 1,200. Ooh, that's a lot of fuel right there. Probably a little too much. That's 1,800. So, that's a little, I don't know. $28. I might have to use the big ones, even though it's overkill. I could use these. Let's just use these. This one. Now, if I put an engine on this, how much... This is a really short rocket. I want to see what the delta V is and the thrust-to-weight ratio. If I put on, say... the skipper. Do I need the skipper? 1,300. Yeah. Wow, see, that's, I mean, that's enough delta V right there. Almost enough. Maybe another engine. And then I don't need any, I probably won't need any rocket boosters, SRBs. I don't need that, that's way overkill. Maybe a couple of those? What do we got? 4,000. That might be enough. Why don't we do this? Let's do 2 of these. That's 1.22 thrust-to-weight ratio and 4,500. That should be enough. Now, that's an oddball-looking rocket, isn't it? Okay, let's put on a couple of launch clamps. These puppies here. And I'm actually thinking we might want some... This does gimbal, doesn't it? The skipper, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I would be very surprised if it doesn't, but I need to check. It does. Okay. Let's put on some fins. Just in case. Why does it do that? Alright, I think that is the oddest looking rocket I've seen in a while. But, you know, I'm thinking I need an adapter here. Let's see. Aerodynamics. It should be in here, right? The adapters. To go from the 1.25 to the... Where would those be? I don't use those very often. Payload? No. I thought they were under aerodynamics. Or something of that nature. Structural. That's probably it. Adapter. What's this look like? Yeah, something like that. Although, what does this do? Looks like it does more than just be an adapter. It doesn't say, it just says adapter. Here's another adapter. This one's 500. See, that looks better, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 4400 Delta V. What do we got? Thrust rate ratio 1. This looks actually pretty good. I'm curious to see how this thing handles. So let's just save it, I guess. I don't know what to even call this thing. I'm not... Resource scanner. I'm going to clean this up. I haven't even been using... What was that? This here? Is this it? No, that's the ones that show the ribbons. I may have... Here's the thing. I had to reinstall some of my programs when I did my computer update. And I may not have gotten all of the mods back in Kerbal Space Program. I'm not seeing the one that I used. I have Final Frontier. The one that showed the history. No, I don't think I have it here. That's okay. I never looked at it anyway. I mean, I thought it was going to be kind of fun to go back and look at the history, but I haven't been doing that, so whatever. So we'll just call this resource scanner and take it out. Alright, let's see if I remember how to get into orbit. Let's do stability assist. And I think throttle to max, because I'm not sure. This should be enough fuel to get us there. We'll see. I'm a little concerned though, but let's go ahead. Yeah, it's starting out. Our thrust to weight ratio is a little low on the low end, but this should still get us into orbit. I like that plume. It looks pretty cool. Alrighty, I need to pick up some speed here. But I'm going to try and get as much altitude as I can before I start the turn. The Kerbal orbit doesn't matter that much. It's not that important. What's important is getting into orbit. So, and we're already went through about a quarter of our fuel, and we're only at 2,500 meters. But if the math checks out, this should be enough to get us into orbit. Okay, we're picking up some speed here. If I can get this to like 500 meters per second before I'm halfway out of fuel, I'll be happy. $10,000 meters. Okay, this is looking... it's going to be tight, I think. Actually, no. Now we're really picking up speed quick. So, I think we're going to be fine. We're at 16. I'm going to go ahead and start turning. Because my apoapsis is really starting to climb quick. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't flip over. There we go. Let's stay right here for a little bit. Where am I? Okay, when I get right here in the atmosphere, I can let go of the fairing. I could probably do it now, but I'm going to wait for a little bit. Okay, we're at 1,000 meters per second. This looks really good. We're already at 83,000 apoapsis. So let's let go of the fairing. Yeah, I can start turning over. Okay, we're good. Let's get some horizontal speed now. As much as we can while this engine is going. Our apoapsis is really climbing. Let's tilt down a little bit. Wow, look at that apoapsis. Okay, I'm going to shut down the engine and decouple, because I think we're 724,000 meters. Yeah. I was a little concerned for nothing, as it turns out. Let's see what this looks like. Okay. Let's, I guess... You know what? We could burn for the moon right now. No, we can't. We need to get in orbit first. I thought we might be able to, but not quite. Let's see how long this takes to... How much of a burn is that? We need to activate the engine first. At 0 throttle. Okay. And how much electrical power, oops, do we have? We have enough. Okay. But we need to deploy the panels soon. Alright, this is only a 16-second burn. Well, I might as well just go ahead and do a full, you know, circularized orbit. 726, 725, and that's only 21-second burn. Heck yeah, we'll do that. 363 delta V. I got tons to spare. So, and this burn is in 20 minutes. Let's go ahead and time warp a little bit, but not too much, because time warp, again, does not slow down when you want it to. When you click the ×1 time, it should just immediately go to ×1 time, but it doesn't. Okay, let's get situated here. I guess I could deploy the solar panels now, since we're on the light side of Kerbin. Let's go ahead and do that. We don't want to run out of electrical energy. That would be a bad time. Okay, these should track to face... Yep, this is Kerbal. Excellent. Now, we're going to... Oh, we're coming up on our... How much time we got left? Okay. So this needs to be a T-10. Okay. Full thrust. Let's get in orbit. And then where's the moon? Oh yeah, okay. So we have plenty of time to come around and start our burn to the moon. Let's slow down. There we go. 725, 729. It's a high orbit, but it's a good orbit. So now, let's start... Should I quick save? Yeah, why not? Just in case. You should do that, even though you may not plan on going back and fixing something. You never know when something catastrophic may occur. Or you forgot one little stupid thing that you should have remembered. So that's why I do it. Okay, so that looks good. We're going to start it right here. Push that out, and maybe I can get an encounter right away, like the first try, instead of messing with it. 699. I can't seem to get close from here, so I'm going to move the node a little bit this way. See if I can get it better. There we go. like this, maybe? 30, ooh, moon periapsis is 36. There we go. That's perfect. That's exactly what I want. Okay. That's a 27-second burn in 28 minutes. All right, let's line it up. Wow, I don't have to yet. Still got 27 minutes. Let's go ahead and do a little time warp. Being careful not to pass our node. Okay, this will give me time to line it up. Okay, so we'll start our burn at about T minus 14. Ignition. I'm really curious. I'm really hoping this gives me some several different contracts to build the moon space station. But we'll see. I don't know. This contract pack I had never played with before, so I'm not sure how that works. Ooh, it should slow down. And right about there. Where are we? We're at 43. I can give it a little bit more thrust. Tiny, tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. 32. Perfect. Okay. And our panels are deployed. So we're not going to run out of power on the way to the moon. And now all we have to do is time warp. And here comes the moon. All right, we're about to enter the Lunar Sphere of Influence. Let's see what this looks like when we do our trajectory. It's probably going to start over here and whip around this way, like this. Basically, we're going to be right here. Yeah, we're going to come around like this. And we're at 32. You know what? I want to check something real quick. Well, what I'd like to do, I'd have to go back to... I kind of wanted to see what the altitude of Galileo was, but... let's... Ooh, I'm still going fast. Okay. Let's... let's do a retrograde... Well, a prograde burn, so we can raise our altitude just a little bit. Just a tiny bit. I want it to be around 40, maybe? 33. 38. 40. Okay. And now we can plan our burn. Our lunar insertion burn. So what we gotta do is change this. Instead of going around this the equator, we want to go polar orbit. As you can see, what's that height of Galileo? Oh, they're at 26. Okay, so I was a little concerned about that. I didn't want them to crash into each other. So let's do a burn. That'd be a pretty tight, pretty close equatorial orbit. Let's start from right here, I guess. As far out as possible. And we're going to... Let's see, is it this one? No, it's this one. It gets us over... And then we have to do like this. There we go. How much delta V is this costing us? Oh, that's only a 4-second burn. Well, heck. There we go. That looks pretty polar to me. Right about there. I think it has to be like 80, 90 degrees. Right about there. I'm just eyeballing it, but that looks perpendicular to me. Let me see. Yeah, that's pretty close. So what I'm doing is lining up my present path with the lunar trajectory and then looking at this line right here. And that looks like that's pretty close to 90 degrees. So what's our periapsis going to be though? Ooh, 153. That's okay, but I'd like it to be tighter if I can. That's probably going to affect, yeah. 230. 155. Can I get this closer? Stop that. 132. I might not be able to. Hmm. 98. Okay, okay. Just try and get it down a little bit. Try and get it closer. 73. That's getting there. 50. I'm gonna go with 50. I think that's good enough. So, and that looks perpendicular. Let me zoom out a little bit. That looks 90 degrees. Yeah, and then we'll do another burn right here at periapsis to get us into lunar orbit. So this isn't exactly the insertion burn. This is a course correction to get us into polar orbit. And that looks 90 degrees. That looks pretty good. I think we're going to do that. So that's 14-second burn in 7 minutes. Let's line that up. Okay. Right there. And time warp. A little bit. I'm so paranoid about the time warp. Going past the burn, the burn node. Okay, if that's not exactly 90, we can always correct when we get in orbit. But I'm pretty sure that's going to be within... That's better than 80 degrees. Definitely. Okay, so we're going to start at T-minus 7. Okay. 8, 7. And... I'm basically going to look at this, I think. There we go. I think that's good. I don't know. Let's close this. I think I may have went a little too far. I still think that's going to be okay. There we go. Yeah, that's more like 85. You know what? Let's I can't really retrograde that. Could I? it would have to be like right about, I'm eyeballing it, right about here, but that may screw it up. Let's see what happens. Nah, that's just making my height higher. Yeah, let's just stay with what we got. We can always correct it once we get in orbit, if that's the case. Okay, so next burn is at Periapsis here. And we're going to slow down. And let's see, what do we got? 138. We want it to be... that's 69, 74, 68, 73. We'll go there. We'll go there. This is a 15-second burn in 49 minutes. So what I'll do is probably turn on this scanner, and if it doesn't work, then I'm not in a good enough orbit. Basically, I'm out. I'm not within at 80 degrees. All right, 49 minutes. We got plenty of time warp to do here. Ooh, see how fast? I mean, that thing really zooms quickly. Okay, I'm going to turn that off, and then I need to get lined up. Can I? Oh, never mind. That always gets me every time. I'm wondering why I can't maneuver the ship, the vehicle, and it's because I'm under time acceleration. Okay. Okay. So we'll start this one at T-7 as well. All right, and this is only 15 seconds. There we go. That looks good. We're at 67 and 74. I'd like to make that circularize that a little bit better, and I will, but does that look like 90 or within 80 degrees? I think it does. I'm gonna give the resource scanner thingy a try and hope it works. It's supposed to only take about 5-second scan. We'll see. You know, it's after it scans, it's supposed to show the moon in various colors or whatever. Perform. Oh, I have to actually tell it to perform the survey. Okay. Oh, looks like it's working. Hopefully I have enough power for this. Oh, I got plenty. Okay, done. Excellent. Now, you can toggle the overlay from what I remember, and then you can change the color tones. There we go. can I zoom out a little bit more? Hold on. No? I can't. Because I kind of want to see the moon as a large body. Here, let's do cutoff at... Oh, this is 0%. Okay. Green. 10%. 20, 30%. 20%. 30. So let's go to the map view. There we go. Maybe, here we go. That's what I want to see. Can I operate the scanner here from here, though? I don't think I can. And cut off. Let's change this to monochrome. What does that look like? Oh, I see. Okay, okay. So this is ore. This is where the ore concentrations are. 30%, more than 30%. I wonder if there's anything more than 30 or 40 or 50. Let's make the cutoff 50 and see what that looks like. Ooh, okay. How about let's make the cutoff 70. 70% ore concentration. Do we have any of that on the moon? Doesn't look like it. No. Okay. Let's make it 60. Yes, right here in this crater and in this crater. So it looks like the craters are where we're going to set up our moon base. Okay. Okay. Well, now we know. Let's see. Did we complete? Oh, we did. Complete contract. Scan for a suitable location for a new base. We've analyzed the data and let you know when we found... We'll analyze the data and let you know when we found a suitable spot. Well, I've already found 2 of them. So, let's go back to... I'm curious if we picked up another contract for this. I guess the scanner is going to just stay there in orbit. Let's go back to the Space Center. All right. And I'm going to look at the... see, now they're over here. I'm going to look at the mission control. Let's see if we have another contract. Yet. Oh, well, I guess not. They said that they would let us know. These are all tourist contracts. These are just science experiments. Put a new satellite in orbit of Kerbin, new satellite, Mimus. That might be interesting. What's this? See, I'm not sure. See, this longitude of ascending node has to be exactly 59.2 degrees. That seems rather difficult. So I may skip those. Okay, we don't have it yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, in between episodes, I'm going to do the investor tour, and then probably go a few days, fast forward a few days, and see if we get another contract for the space station. So that's it for now. Thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and come back and see the next one. Till next time, goodbye.